Good morning. Good morning. Now let me get myself together here. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Made it through the weekend. Starting a great new week. Good stuff, right? So welcome. Come on in. If you're here live, I'm pretty sure that's Rebecca. I don't know why it says Facebook user to me. I have no idea. It's technology. I'm just glad and thrilled that we can be here together. If you're here live, please stick in the comments. Hello. Good morning, Janelle. Good morning. And I see you there. It's so wonderful to see you. Good morning, Christine. Good morning. It's so great to meet here in the mornings and just to get some soul food. Or I know some of you are watching. It's Diana, I think. Shout out to you, girl. We out in California. And I think she catches us at lunch or snack time or dinner time or whenever. Whenever it is the perfect time. That's what it is. Even a few minutes is a perfect time. Okay. And it's like plugging, like when you're traveling and you're in the airports and you realize that like your cell phone is like crap. It's like the red bar is on there and you have like 5 minutes before boarding, you're like, oh, let me see if I can plug it in. Let me see if I can plug it in somewhere, right? Plug it in for like 3 minutes before boarding, right? You're like, oh, at least I got something. And you'll try, right? You try a little bit. So even with this, same idea. If you can plug yourself in for even 3-4 minutes, get some kind of a nugget, take it with you. Yeah, it's a win. It's a win. Everything is perfect. Exactly the way it's happening. And I'm so excited to serve you all. So if you're here for the first time, I'm Dr. Disha Phillip. I will say I am a soul who plays many different roles. And so some of the roles I play is a cardiologist who deals with all matters of the heart. I'm also the founder of the Path to Meditation Mastery, primordial sound meditation teacher through the Chopra Center, a heart math practitioner, and a student of Raja Yoga meditation through the World Spiritual University. And I love meeting here Monday through Friday, 7 to 7:30 a.m. Eastern, whenever that is for you is cool. If you're catching the replays, definitely hit #replays. Let me know. And also, we've just recently created the Meditation for Female Physicians group, which is like over 150 members. Woohoo! Ladies, sisters, my physician sisters, it is important for us to stick together, girls, okay? Physician, heal thyself. It has been cray for eons for us in medicine, but also especially since COVID. So it's time for us to take our self-care, our mindset, our energy, get it in alignment with who we know we really are, which are beings of service, of love, of heart-centeredness. But sometimes when we get caught up in the drama of life with the crazy stuff going on, we lose our center. And then we start getting stressed out by everything that's happening. And the next thing you know, you're in like this tumultuous horror movie. And you're like, wake up, right? So we're here to wake up and remind you of your truth. Okay. So today, let's do a couple messages, meaning for my calendars from over the weekend. I want to give you March 26th because it's really good. When I have learned to love and accept myself, I no longer compete with others. but enjoy encouraging them to reach for their dreams. I'm going to read that again. When I have learned to love and accept myself, I no longer compete with others, but enjoy encouraging them to reach for their dreams. Lots of thoughts are coming to me when I read this. I think growing up, competition was encouraged, and it was all about. So I talk about my dad a lot because he's such a teacher for me, right? And growing up, we always knew that, like, out of, I don't know, thousands of people in India or something, like, he was number one in his med school class and got all these gold medals and blah blah blah, and which is amazing. I should not say blah blah blah. He's an amazing human, and he had like a photographic memory, like amazing. Yes, absolutely. He's like the Jedi Knight of medicine, absolutely. And that being number one was super important, right? Fosters competition, right? Got to be better than somebody else. And at least for me, it had an icky feeling. It made me feel icky, right? Like it always made me feel like not enough, right? You get a 95 on a test. What happened to the other 5 points? Anybody relate? Anyone out there? I know some of you doctors out there can relate. Because in order to get to where we had to go, we were like psycho about our grades. And so it was hard, and it took a lot of the fun out of learning. And I remember like going through high school, like I don't even know what the heck I learned in high school. All I cared about was getting that grade. And it doesn't make, for me, it took a lot of joy out, And so when I hear this, when I have learned to love and accept myself, I no longer compete with others, but enjoy encouraging them to reach for their dreams. And so a lot of us out there too are physician coaches. I know that, right? We're excited to help others learn and grow themselves and transform themselves. And sometimes we may be looking at this other person, be like, oh, well, look at how many clients they have, or like, oh, what's going on, right? And you little feelings of jealousy creep in, and like, oh, what about me? Take it even another level. Highlight reel on Facebook, right? We're watching everybody's highlight reels and stuff. Oh, like, how come they got to go on that trip and I didn't get to go on that trip? I know you know what I'm talking about, because we're all very similar here. And so, and all of that stems, all of that comparison, the competition, the jealousy, the why not me, all of those feelings really come from this deep feeling of unworthiness, right? And not accepting us for who we are, right? Not loving us, like, hey, wherever you are in this moment is okay. And then some people will say, well, if you're just going to accept yourself for who you are, then like, how are you ever going to grow in life? Right? It doesn't mean that you let yourself become complacent and just do whatever, like don't work out, just eat junk food all the time, like stuff like that. It just means we are the hardest on ourselves. And I read something this weekend which really moved me, and it was this concept of mercy. And one of the spiritual teachers at the World Spiritual University was talking about mercy and how important it is to have mercy for ourselves first. And I actually went and I looked up the definition of mercy, because I was like, what does that really mean? Because when I think of mercy, I went to Catholic school my whole life, so I think of Jesus. I don't know why. That's just what I think of. And then there was that book, Just Mercy, amazing. If you haven't read it, you should read it or watch the movie, Incredible Human. That lawyer was. And so mercy is giving compassion and being willing to give forgiveness as the role, like in the role of somebody who could potentially give you punishment. Okay, so like the person who could give you punishment and judgment decides to give forgiveness and compassion, right? And so if you have mercy for yourself, you can punish yourself by saying, oh, you're so stupid. Why didn't you do this? Blah, blah, blah. We're well aware. Look, we got a lot of voices in our heads from our environment telling us all of that stuff, right? You're not good enough. You didn't do this. You didn't do that, right? Or we can decide as the soul, using our intellect, to say, you know what? I'm going to give myself some mercy, compassion, forgiveness. Because you know deep in your heart that you have always been doing the best that you can with the tools that you have. Same as your parents, same as anyone. You'll often notice some of the most judgmental people out there, maybe some of the ones that maybe hurt you the most, judging you the most, punishing you the most, are often the most critical of themselves as well. And so we don't want to be that way, right? And so we need to first love ourselves and accept ourselves. Each and every one of you are incredible beings of light, here to share your love. And own it. You're doing amazing. The fact that you're even here listening, if you're hearing this right now, I'm telling you, I know that you are here for a reason and a purpose, and to serve. And you're here to elevate yourself and get reconnected with your truth as love, as a heart-centered being. Okay? Take it in. Re-listen if you need to hear that again. March 28th. The more one understands oneself, the easier it is to be liberated from the chains of useless and negative thinking. The more one understands oneself, the easier it is to be liberated from the chains of useless and negative thinking. So we learn in the World Spiritual University, there's all different kinds of thoughts. There's necessary thoughts, like I gotta go get milk, or I gotta go do the laundry, right? There's waste thoughts, useless thoughts, negative thinking, like, which are 90% of what we think of all the time, usually. They're like in the past, or you're worrying about something that hasn't happened, which probably will never happen. So waste thoughts, okay, they're not serving any purpose. It's not a necessary thought to get stuff done. It's not elevating you anyway. And then there's the elevated thoughts that remind you of who you are. And so the more you realize that you're not this body, you're a true soul, you are a light, you eternally exist, you are love, the easier it is to be liberated from the chains of useless and negative thinking. Right? How much sometimes when we get into meditation, it's an opportunity to just bear witness to what are these thoughts that are going through my mind, that are hijacking me throughout the day, right? You can't improve something that you're not aware that is there. And so first you have to look at what the problem is, right? Look at it, bird's eye view. What is the issue? It's not in the little details of, oh, I can't get this house, or oh, my job sucks, or oh, it's da. I mean, that's how it manifests itself. But once you get this and this aligned, lots of things come into alignment, okay? All right, March 28th, asking it is given. Anything that you give your attention to will become your truth. The law of attraction says that it must. Your life and everyone else's, too, is but a reflection of the predominance of your thoughts. There is no exception to this. Anything that you give your attention to will become your truth. The law of attraction says that it must. Your life and everyone else's too is but a reflection of the predominance of your thoughts. There's no exception to this. Now we can go down a lot of rabbit holes with this statement. It's extremely powerful and it can conjure up and be very triggering for a lot of people. But what I ask you here to consider is, what do you want your truth to be? What do you want your life to look like? How do you want to feel in life as the main character, starring role in the movie called Your Life? How do you want to feel? I'll say for me, I want to feel unshakable. I want to feel rock solid. I know that I can't control everyone around me. And the only one that I can really truly work on is myself. So it's like taking radical personal responsibility for my thoughts, words, and actions. It's a process. It's not something we were taught to do in school. For sure not. Things to chew on today. Shona, you want to pick a card, my love? Yeah. Okay, quick. Come here. Hang on, Disha. Hi. Oh, your outfit's cute. She's getting so tall. She's almost going to be taller than me.
Like in roller skates, I'm taller than her.
Oh, yeah. We went roller skating yesterday. I did not. I was helping all the other kids who were doing it for the first time.
She was an ant. Yes.
I was an ant?
Yeah, like an ant, like the insect.
Why? Just because I was shorter than you in the roller skates?
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. So, hey, you know what? Best things come in small packages, if you ask.
Yeah.
All right. Ready? Here we go. Pick a card, any card. What is it? The power of love needs to tell us.
Well, you weren't an actual ant, but you were like...
I mean, auntie.
I don't know what to say. No, like, just not the actual size of the ant insects, but...
Okay.
Well,
let's pick it.
Okay, loyalty. Your reliability demonstrates a loving sense of devotion and consistency of being.
Ooh, loyalty. Your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. Oops. Okay, let's read it. Here we go. Your loyalty is measured by the strength of your commitment to your relationships and obligations. You possess an unswerving faithfulness. Your soul is stirred only when you unselfishly have the best interests of others at heart. This devotion is freely given with a true sense of unconditional love. Loyalty asks you to be steadfast in your motives and unwavering in your ideals. Be a living example to others. Demonstrate how your belief in a person, cause, or principle can enrich your life experience, expand your horizons, and bring you a sense of solidarity and oneness. When you are really honest about where your loyalties lie, you must also be willing to ask yourself what these loyalties are teaching you about yourself and your own value system. Is there a need you are meeting? What fulfills you and makes you whole? Are you giving unconditionally, expecting nothing in return? Never misuse or abuse your loyalties, but instead defend them like a roaring lion, letting everyone know you are honorable, brave, and strong. so, maybe you guys figured this out. For me, I am fiercely loyal to the truth of who you are and who I am. A pure, loving, peaceful soul who is heart-centered and whose purpose is love. That's what it is. Steadfast. Can't convince me otherwise. How about you? Be loyal to yourself. Alrighty. Time to meditate. Let's get a little bit of quiet. Okay? Close your eyes. Get comfortable wherever you are sitting. Visualize your heart in the center of your chest with 2 nostrils, one in the right ventricle, one on the left. And let's go ahead and take a deep breath through those heart nostrils. Breathe out of your heart nostrils. This time, when you breathe into your heart, breathe in that vibration of truth of who you are, which is love. Breathe into your heart. Breathe that love into your heart. It's like shooting up firecrackers. And then as you breathe out of your heart, watch those firecrackers go, that vibration of love going to each and every organ and cell in your body. Breathe into your heart the certainty and the purity of that truth of who you are. Breathe into your heart. Breathe out of your heart and let those vibrations seep out of your pores into the room, into your home. Breathe normally. Now we'll ask ourselves the 4 soul questions. Question 1. Who am I? Who am I? See what comes to you. Second question. What do I want? What is my soul's deepest desire? Allow anything at all to come to you in the form of a sensation, image, feeling, or thought. Third question. What is my purpose? How can I serve myself and others? Allow anything at all to come to you in the form of a sensation, image, feeling, or thought. Fourth question. What am I grateful for? What am I grateful for? Allow anything at all to come to you in the form of a sensation, image, feeling, or thought. And in the interest of time, we're going to go ahead and start the repetition of our mantra. For those of you who already have your personalized primordial sound meditation mantra, go ahead and start repeating that now. For everyone else, we'll use the mantra So Hum. So we silently repeat So Hum, So Hum, So Hum. Please continue repeating your mantra. I will keep the time and I'll let you know when it's time to stop. Enjoy your meditation. Please keep your eyes closed and stop repeating your mantra and rest. Rest in existence. Rest in consciousness. Rest in awareness. Just rest. And as you rest, I'll pronounce 4 intentions. Just repeat them silently and release them into being. Joyful, energetic body. Joyful, energetic body. Loving, compassionate heart. Loving, compassionate heart. Reflective, alert mind. Reflective, alert mind. And lightness of being. Lightness of being. Continue to rest. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes, wiggle your fingers and toes, give yourself a big stretch. Or bring your hands together at heart center. Give yourself a little bow of gratitude for bringing yourself here today to recharge yourself, whatever time it is during the day. And from this place of your battery being a little bit more charged, let's give a blast of love and light energy out to all of our family, our friends, our community, our city, our state, our country, to all the countries on this planet, to every single brother and sister soul on this planet. And from there, let's give a blast of that energy out into the universe. And then from there, it gets boomeranged right back to us. I'll say namaste. The divine light in me sees and honors the divine light in you. Have a wonderful day, everyone. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning. If you're watching on YouTube, hit like, hit subscribe, hit share. Sending you love.